I don't like it, but I think the Republicans are going to lose in November 2024 at the presidential level, probably congressional too. I don't like it, but I think it's baked in, and I'm taking bets. Okay, if you want to wager, think you'll make money off me, fine, but I'm prepared to make some money off you if you really dug in. Here's why Republicans are not likely to win. Short of the deep, deep depression, the media is so baked in for the Democrat. And the few people who might turn an election in the Republicans' favor have a hard time standing up to their family members. Okay, so those are the African Americans that Trump touts, moving our way. But first off, if it's not Joe Biden, but somebody else that's the nominee, they have less reason to move his way. And they've got to face Grandma, who loved JFK and might have owed her first good job to Lyndon B. Johnson. Okay, that's the family member that the grandson has to go back to say, I voted against your way. That's tough. It's why I think black conservatives are so heroic when they do stand up to family and friends and churches and vote their conscience. I do think because Democrat officials are not stupid, that they're going to engineer a very appealing P and VP. That will not include Joe Biden. It will not include Kamala Harris. It could include Cory Booker, could include Gavin Newsom, could include RFK. Come on back. If they go to Texas for their vice presidential nominee, Texas will go Democrat, and the electoral map is done for the Republicans, okay? There's a pair of Castro brothers. Take Joaquin or the other one for your VP. You're not going to get more than 20% of the Latino vote going Republican. Here's a nice telegenic woman. That's Veronica Escobar. She holds the seat that Beto O'Rourke held in El Paso. She is in her 7th year. And look, that gives her more experience in the U.S. Congress than Kamala Harris had when they elevated her to VP. You want to go more telegenic? Maybe more of a pull? Take a look at Jasmine Crockett from just south of Dallas, Texas. Democrats who name any one of those 4 Texans I mentioned will win Texas. And the Republicans can't win the U.S. presidency without Texas. Okay, so what's so bad about Trump getting the nomination? He's going to take down all of Congress with him. Okay, the greatest get out the vote machinery that the Democrats have is Donald Trump on the ballot. Okay, that's why 2020 had such a huge turnout. Why Donald Trump did get more votes than any prior Republican, but the Democrats got 7 million more. And again, don't say that they got so many of them from cheating. Even if you're right, we haven't reined in the people who probably did cheat, and they're going to do it again. So the Republicans they're actually going to get bedeviled by being too democratic. That Trump's going to win the majority of the delegates in the primaries, and because it's locked, that convention forces on the first ballot the delegates to vote for their guy. Democrats actually had a less egalitarian way. They had those super delegates, and that was what we criticized because Hillary Clinton got all of them at the expense of Bernie Sanders, who was winning the popular vote in the primaries. So I think Republicans are cooked at the presidential level. I think a different kind of effort might be makeable at the congressional level to somehow cordon off Trump and focus on the fact that the economy, that our rights, that our educations are more dependent on Congress than the president, and we have a wayward set of Democrat congressional leaders. Maybe that keeps a majority in the U.S. House. Maybe that gets Republicans a majority in the Senate. I'm betting against it. And once again, at the presidential level, bring it on if you want to try and make some money. But I will give even odds that the Republican will not be elected in November. Sorry, I'd like it to be otherwise, but we're just not there. We got to convince people. It's got to be despite the horrible media, which is a really tough task, but it means we've got to mouth off weekly. I'm trying to do my part. Be great if you did too. I'm Mark Stewart.